Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. We are still working on expanding our navies, and we've got an army on the way to fight fascism in Norway. Beautiful. Nobody's going to stop us in Perak, which is fine. And this situation in the hedge is looking a little... Oh. Sweden wants a trade agreement? Absolutely. I love trade agreements. We got this thing popping off in the hedge. Do either of these want to become subjects of mine? I don't think so. Sad, but understandable, really. Let's go ahead and declare neutrality on this. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I think one of my armies needs a new leader. The Army of Africa. Let's see. You're an open terrain commander, market liberal, Catholic, imperious. Yeah, you'll do. That should be just fine. Third Corps actually needs another commander as well. Let's see. Traditionalist commander, hedonist, social democrat. Extra supply consumption. That's not great. What about you? Democrat, demagogue. No effect on your ability to lead. Imperious. Minus 10% morale loss. Yeah, okay. You'll do. And let me just take a look at these others. You're good to go. You're good to go. And 5th French army is just fine. I think I'm actually going to form another army. A small one. Let me see. We're going to house this one in probably the Rhine HQ. Let's see. Oh, you're pretty good. Bigoted's not great, but 10% defense isn't bad. And Surveyor is always nice. You'll do. And then we'll get another guy. Yeah, you've been kicking around here for a while. You're direct supply requisitions expert. You'll do. And this one's just going to be another, like a copy of the 5th French army, basically. It's just to have a small force that I can draw on for operations in a variety of areas. That should be just fine. That's 10, and then 5 units of artillery. Them in Languedoc. Alright. Hell on Earth event. We have a new option with this. I'm going to read through it once again so that you'll know what's happening. Workers at the rubber plantations in Volta are being severely mistreated. Mutilation has become a common punishment for perceived failures. They went on to declare, when asked why they fled, that they had endured such ill treatment at the hands of the government officials and the government soldiers in their own country that life had become intolerable, that nothing had remained for them at home but to be killed for failure to bring in a certain amount of rubber or to die from starvation or exposure in their attempts to satisfy the demands made upon them. We cannot slow down production. This gives a huge mortality penalty. Launch an inquiry. 25% rubber plantations throughput penalty. Or the perpetrators will pay for their crimes. We have access to this one because we have regulatory bodies. This only reduces the throughput by 10%. We're going to do this one. Easy peasy. Britain's in another small war with Zande. And there is a revolution in Darfur that we once again cannot access. We could take over Wadai. Oh my goodness. Henri de Bourbon, who has been king basically since the middle of the 19th century, has passed, leaving, I want to say, his brother, Jean de Bourbon, in charge. He does not currently have an heir. I'm assuming there will be one. It is, he's an experienced diplomat, which is nice. Gives us some extra influence. It's a shame that he's not nearly so popular, because we have lower authority. Oh, we actually don't need those decrees anymore, because we've already dealt with the pebrine issue. So we'll throw in a new consumption tax. Yeah, we'll put it on luxury furniture. There we go. We were taxing luxury furniture for a long time. Victory in Norway is complete. I didn't think that was going to go that fast, but it is what it is. Since the French army is just beginning to gain organization, that is just fine. 10 and 5, completely reasonable amount of forces to have. And this will give us a little bit more flexibility overall. These fleets are still having a slow time hiring, and I'm not sure why. Like this situation here, we got a bunch of torpedo boats being recruited, and that is just taking a really, really long time. Let's bring up the number of monitors in this fleet by 9. We'll put them somewhere where there's a lot of labor available, like Picardie. Put 5 there, and we'll put 2 each in Aquitaine and Poitou-Saint-Ange. Alright, I got an event somewhere. Ah, yes, another rubber rush. This one in French Western New Guinea. This place seems to be the most effective. Although I guess I only built those naval bases a little while ago, so it stands to reason they wouldn't necessarily be ready to go. Transportation shortage in French Eastern New Guinea. That's... Elevators. Oh, that's fun. That unlocks arcades. That'll be fun. I love video games. Railway here. French Western New Guinea is going to need a rail. It's already got one building. Perfect. I'm a genius. An economy management genius. Revolutionary Ecuador, you say? Interesting. I wouldn't like to be on the other side of a war with Peru-Bolivia, but on the other hand, I would love to have Ecuador as a subject. So... Ecuador is already a protectorate of Peru-Bolivia. So they're in my market already. Ah, no, that's fine. They're indirectly my subject, so it's alright, kind of. Kind of indirectly my They're my... It's fine. It's fine. Rubber and Windward Coast. That's interesting. It seems to be the most effective. I would love to have another subject in Central America. What about Honduras? If I recall correctly, Honduras is the core of what was once the United States of Central America. Hey, excellent. On the other hand, if I save up my reputation, could go after New Grenada. No, it's going to be 35 for me to get New Grenada. That's going to take too long. Egypt sides with Nade once again. Nothing shocking about that. That's right, it was Siam we were going to go after. And they might say yes. I don't think they're going to, but they might. And if they do, that will be lovely. So what do we want to do in the meantime? Our economy still could develop better tech for my sewing machines. So this would produce a tiny amount. If I went to automatic power looms, this would reduce the amount of laborers not by that much, actually. Kind of shocking, to be honest. Produce more clothes. I think this screen might be a little silly. Because I feel like this is a whole lot of electricity to there's no way that number of reduction in laborers is right, unless the issue is actually that all of these buildings are low on laborers, but they're clearly not. So I'm just not sure. Those projections might be a little silly. What about these ones? If we go to electric sewing machines, extra tools, obviously it's extra electricity as well, and a huge amount of extra dye. Changes up the way they produces way more clothes, but less luxury clothes. I think our... Oh, that's right. Because the Netherlands are a protectorate of Spain now. Yeah, I think we'll leave the textile mills at home. Let me just take one more look at this before I... Yeah, I think we're doing fine. I don't think we need to produce more clothes at this stage. Now, what about cars? I did finally set all of my motor industries to produce cars, did I not? Where are they? They're not fully all set to make cars. In fact, the big change is Poitou-Saint-Ange. But it looks like the ones building cars are so much more productive. The shortage is really significant in terms of the demand. I think we should do it. I'm doing it. We're making mad cars. Ending the slave trade. Marcel Piétroit, leader of the trade unions and a well-known opponent of the global slave trade, argues that our colonial ambitions in Congo should be leveraged towards ending the practice on the continent. Ending slavery within our own borders is a meager victory in the grand perspective of human history. As long as there are countries in this world willing to sell slaves, there will be countries coming to buy them, and vice versa. The concept must be stamped out wherever it can be found, so that eventually it can be stamped out in the human soul itself. We have a duty to end slavery wherever our power reaches. Big ol' colony growth speed bonus. Practical diplomacy to supersede such moralist sentiments. Trade unions a little mad. Or local slave trade could be a good source of workforce for our local projects. Oh boy. Slave trade collaboration, 30% plantation throughput. Trade unions big mad. I'm going to go with the first one. I like colony growth. Roaring engines. With the invention and implementation of motor transportation, the question arises, should I focus on public or private transportation? Why should I have to sit on a bus or a train with a stinky peasant? I should have my own means of transportation. The speed of the nation should not be left in the hands of a rich few. We need to keep the poor in mind. More automobiles are needed, 33% motor industries building throughput. Or more public transportation, 33% urban centers throughput. You know I'm going for motor industries. I gotta get those cars. I am making so much money off of car sales. Brazilian mass immigration, wonderful. There we go. Look at that. We're selling cars. That should be impacting the standard of living of the wealthy pretty significantly. We're selling cars for days. We're short on bureaucracy once again, so let's go ahead and throw down some more government admin. I keep saying we're short on bureaucracy, and I keep building more government admin, and we keep being short on bureaucracy. It's like a vicious circle. Some in Guyenne, some in Picardy. Don't have a lot of labor in Provence. We'll do 3 more levels in Aquitaine, and then... Do we have any areas where we're short on taxation capacity? We do not. Brilliant. So, where are we with our institutions? Oh, hey, look at all this. That order's really weak, but I think the Catholic Church is lying... Oh, right, because this guy's not arrogant, unlike our previous guy. Oh, and we do have an heir apparent. Dauphin Alfonso de Bourbon. Excellent. He's very small. Try to stay alive as long as you can, King Jean. It's going to be pretty hard to have a tiny child. Did you bear this child? Because if so, impressive. To be honest, I'm impressed. Anyway. Let me see. What was I talking about before I got all sidetracked? Oh, electricity shortage. In Poitou-Saintonge. We'll build up a couple ourselves. You know what? I was going to do a freaking canal survey. That's what I was going to do. So let's build way more government admin. Give me an absolute ton of government admin. Give me just administrative capacity out the wazoo. Britain wants to trade states. You want to trade British Guinea. That... For French Gambia, this. No. Alright, I think we're going to get this survey started. Here we go. Survey the Panama Isthmus. This is going to cost us 100 bureaucracy. I think we can live with it for now. That is going to take a year, and then we'll build ourselves a tasty canal. Suez Canal Company is extremely productive, and I think we'll be able to have a pretty solid run. I think there will be a Panama Canal Company as well that we'll have access to. We can get some more company capacity, I think. I mean, corporate governance is already spreading to us, actually. So we'll be able to get there, and that'll be fun. After that, let me see. Oh, Italy's conciliatory. Are you conciliatory enough that you would be willing to give me some of your territory, Italy? Just, oh, I already took Savoy. That's funny. I didn't even notice. What if I took other stuff? 28.8. It's too much, but the temptation is high. What if I turn Greece into a protectorate? 10.2. That's not bad. I could use a Greek protectorate. On the other hand, I could start taking a little bit of Ottoman territory, but we're friends with the Ottomans, right? Yes, we actually are. Okay, never mind then. That's fine. Ottoman Empire in a defensive pact with Austria? Incredible. We've really established peace on our time here with this whole business, to be completely honest. I think we can opportunistically take over any coastal state in Germany that falls to communism. Especially if it's Luxembourg. Oh my gosh. Luxembourg's really goofed. Oh, it's one of these, like, cut-off states. Oh, that's really rough. Dang. I don't want to have to take over all of Wallonia. That's a shame. What if I bankrolled the government? Bhopali uprising. Cool. We're going to go back to standard taxes here so that we can continue to get work done. And we've actually got plenty of institutional capacity. I tell a lie. Bureaucracy costs are really, really high. I guess our population has been going up significantly. I want to get level 5 workplace safety offices because that will really reduce our need for... that'll really increase our... Presidential Republic Oligarchy. That'll really increase our ability to continue to grow our population, which has grown pretty solidly, but could definitely be growing more. In the late game, there's not nearly so much of a population growth crash. We are taking in really significant numbers of foreign nationals through immigration, which is great. Let me see. So yeah, we actually only have... Our primary cultures in the Metropole are French, Occitan, and Franco-Provençal. And we should have... We got French Antillean somewhere in here. Very nice. Sealand strategies. Oh, that lets us upgrade our... oh, wow. That's really strong. Heck yes. Not enough qualifications. I'm sure they'll find qualified people. We're actually bringing in a lot of foreign nationals. So as you can see here, a pretty substantial percentage of the... Like, obviously a bunch of these are people we've taken over. So it's a little different from that, but a huge number of our people are... In fact, most of the Sunni and animist people, we can safely assume those are people that are in areas we've taken over. But still, we have a pretty substantial minority population due to all the immigration, which is great. Let's see how our standard of living compares to the rest of Europe. Austria, we're right about on par with. We're doing better than them, but not great. Prussia's standard of living is fantastic. Britain's is also fantastic. What's your secret, Britain? I don't know what to make of that. What about Russia? Should be doing better on standard of living than Russia, and we certainly are. Sweden's doing better than us. Norway, worse. Italy, about the same. Spain, about the same. Portugal, much worse. Denmark, worse. Canada, a little better. USA, worse. So yeah, there's a lot to do, but we're making progress. Let's go ahead and bump up the game speed. We've had a really, really chill episode, and it's been a while since we've had one of those. I'm sure there's more improvements I can do in my economy. Let's see. What's stuff that's a little bit expensive but could stand to be less? Obviously, telephones are costing the government a fortune. Radios are doing okay. We could definitely stand to increase the size of our electrics industries. Let me see. Poitou-Saintonge has a ton of labor available, correct? Yes. So we'll go ahead and build up... There we go. We'll build a bunch of levels of industry there. We can definitely tolerate. They've got plenty of industry. So I'll put a bunch of telephones. We definitely need a lot more paper mills as well, because that's something we desperately need more of. Let me see. Let's do some rounding up here. I know rounding up is a little bit of a fool's errand because the AI, the private sector, will just build stuff wherever it feels like. But, you know, I'm fine with having a distributed paper mill network. Paper mills in Panama, heck yes. That should be plenty of industry build-up for now. And let me see, we definitely need to increase oil output. Oil is the future. So, we have a lot of places that have a little bit of oil each. And we have Australian mass immigration. Oop. Britain, were you saying you wanted a trade agreement? That's interesting. It's interesting that Britain is trying to go on and be friends with us again. We got a bunch of small wars happening in various areas. Holstein. This is Transvaal. Heck yes. I would be happy to have you as a subject, Transvaal. I cannot actually assist you in any meaningful way, but I can give you money. This is the Holstein one. Are we interested in becoming a subject? Cool. Not my problem. Again, or no, this is Holstein. Alright, don't need to worry about this. We got Great Britain going after a military revolt in Travancore. Hey, Britain, you want to be my subject? Oh my god, I could turn Britain into a cash cow. We'll do it. Escadrille de la Méditerranée needs a new leader. Ooh. La Perrère. You seem really good. I'm adding you in here. Great Britain's accepted our support. Where's the front? It's over here. It's over here. Yeah, that's just fine. Yeah, we'll send the 5th French Army to deal with it. Absolutely. You can count on us, Great Britain. The French army exists entirely as a redistributive mechanism for other countries to pay France. Wouldn't have it any other way, though, honestly. The army has paid for itself. Let's see if we can cause a revolution in Great Britain the way we caused ones in Prussia and the United States. That would be really funny. I would be extremely pleased if we were able to get Great Britain into a revolution, a self-revolting cycle. All right, we got a little bit more institutional capacity. Not enough to get up to level 5 workplace safety, but enough to get up to level 4. So let's get started with that. I could also finally put policing up to level 5. Oh, actually, we're doing a lot better now. Got enough for a little more. I'm going to go with a little bit more colonization. Hopefully that'll allow us to win out against Great Britain's very rapid colonization of Africa. Hopefully they'll be forced to reduce their institution level once we're draining all their cash away. Transvaal religious revolt, hopefully we'll be able to help on this. Connecting the oceans. Ambassadors to the United States of America have approached us about the possibility of them acquiring land near Panama City to build a canal. We should at least let them try. They've already put in the effort to scout the area. Who's to say they won't just attack us if we say no? The mere question of if we would give up any of our land to foreigners should not even be entertained by this government. If they want our land, they will have to take it from us by force. None of the cost and all of the benefit, we get a ton of cash, or we will not give away an inch of our land. This will give them a claim and may lead to conflict in the future. You know, I'm already doing the canal survey. We're not giving them. United States claims Panama. How are they feeling? Still genial. Relations are still good. I'm not worried. We got a defensive pact and all as well. Are we getting cash from Great Britain? Not yet. Maybe that won't happen until the war's over. Or at least until the war kicks off. Let's do it. Don't worry, Great Britain will come to save you. Danish mass migration. Excellent. And we are winning. This might be an easy war. The entire battle is being fought in this one tiny area. Oh my goodness. Swedish bourgeois revolt. Okay, let me take a look at this and what this means. So Sweden sensibly has not tried to become our subject. So they're governed by the industrialists, with the intelligentsia and armed forces in opposition. And the bourgeois revolt is the rural folk, the petite bourgeoisie, the trade unions, and the landowners. They're an autocratic monarchy versus Sweden, which is A technocratic monarchy. Interesting. It's over migration controls. They're trying to remove migration controls, and the rural folk and the yep, and the petit bourgeois. Yep. All right, I get it. The dial. I understand now. The dial in my head has gone from doesn't get it to gets it. Oh my god. Look at 300k a week. Oh my god, incredible. I'm so pleased. I just need to not get into a war with Great Britain. And Danish people are coming over as well. It's interesting. Started of living in France. Hey, the Panama survey is completed. Our survey of the Panama Isthmus is complete. We've confirmed that it would be possible to construct a canal linking the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean. A faster route between the Atlantic and Pacific has long been sought. Now we shall make it ourselves. We will build the canal. Panama, time for you to have a canal. Comically large one at that. That is already in war. Shame. Yeah, a lot of stuff popping off in Central America. I think Sweden is very capable of handling this revolt by themselves. And I don't want to necessarily be in another war. So I think I'm just going to leave it. Just going to leave that for now. Transvaal has won their war. I'll continue to bankroll them until they're sorted. And this is written against Herrero. So I think at this point... Gerhard Titus, exiled from Hohenzollern. I don't know what that's about. I put taxes back down because I don't really feel any kind of need to let things pop off. Trans-Valley Proletarian Revolt is done. And Travancore Military Revolt will be done in just a few weeks. And after that, we'll get started with our aggression against Siam. I think we've got enough... I think we're at low enough infamy that we could do this without causing a problem for ourselves. Although we might need to get all the way down to 0. For the first time, we're actually almost to the point where we've got more loyalists than radicals. And that is making me feel really, really good. Protection, this will be 24.6 infamy, actually. So we need to wait a little bit longer. But we once again have a bankroll from a major power, allowing us to leave taxes extremely low. So yeah, I'm feeling just generally really solid about our prospects for the moment. It's been a nice chill episode. We haven't done a whole lot, but we have done some economic reform. We helped Sweden in one war. We're going to let them handle another one by themselves. But that's all we've got going on for the moment. For now, I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun. And I will see you all on the other side.